Welcome to Technolearn Academy. In this lecture, we are going to discuss primary key constant. A primary key constant enforces uniqueness and non-null values for a column in a relational database table. The primary key column cannot have duplicate values, and the primary key column cannot contain null values, and we can have only one primary key on the entire table. Let's understand the primary key with the help of the given table. In this table, we have three columns: eCode, name, and location. And we have marked eCode as primary key column. Because eCode is the primary key column, we cannot insert duplicate value in the eCode column. We have 1001, 1002, and 103 eCodes. Now, if we are trying to insert 1003 again, then we can't do this because we have marked the eCode as primary key column, and primary key doesn't allow the duplicate values. So we are trying to insert 1003 as a eCode in the eCode column, which is already present. So this duplicate record is not allowed. So this is one of the feature of the primary key, that primary key column cannot have duplicate values. So this is how our data set will look like. We can see that we have the unique values in the eCode column. Yeah, we can observe that we do have duplicate values in name and location. It is possible because we can have only one primary key on the entire columns of a given table. So because primary key has been aligned to eCode column, duplicacy is not allowed in the eCode column only, but name and locations are not the primary key columns, so we can have duplicate values in these two columns. Okay, we are going to create a new table, and in this table we will create a new column eCode, and on the eCode column we will apply the primary key. So I'll write down create table emp eCode integer. This is the data type, primary key, and then name varchar 20 and location varchar 20. Okay, so we can see that we have applied primary key constant on eCode column. Just select this statement and click on execute button, and when I refresh the database, we can see that we have a new table named table emp. Okay, right now this table is empty. We don't have any records in this table. Okay, as we discuss, we cannot insert duplicate record on the column we have applied the primary key. So we have applied primary key on eCode column, so we cannot insert duplicate values on eCode column. So let's insert one record. Insert into table name, and we have three columns: eCode, name, location, and now values. And here we can provide the values for these three columns. So I'll write down 1001 name, location. We have already discussed that eCode is the numeric column. That's why we are not enclosing this value in double quotation, and name and locations are the text column. That's why we are enclosing these value in double quotation. Now select this statement and click on execute button, and when we run the select statement, we can see that we have successfully inserted these values. Okay, now insert a new value. We have already insert 1001 eCode in this table, and somehow we are going to insert this value again. Let's change the name and location. Okay, So as we discussed, primary key constants does not allow the duplicacy, and we are going to insert 101 which is already exist in the table. So let me select this statement and click on the execute button. See, we get this message: cannot insert duplicate key in this table. The duplicate value is this. So it's very clear that 101 is already there in the table, so we cannot insert this value again. So this is how we can utilize the primary key column. If any column is a primary key, then we cannot insert duplicate values on that particular column. Yeah, anyhow, we can make a duplicate entry in the name column. So if I change this statement to 102 and we are trying to insert the same name, it is allowed. Select the statement and click on execute button. We can have duplicacy in terms of name because there is no constraint we have applied on name column, but we cannot insert duplicate values on eCode column because we have applied primary key over here, and primary key constraint enforces uniqueness. So this is one part of primary key. Let's discuss the second feature of primary key that says primary key cannot have null values. So we have applied primary key on eCode column. We cannot insert null value in eCode. So insert into table name and the column names, code name, location, values. We cannot leave eCode as null. Okay, so in this statement we are trying to pass null values in the eCode column, and as per the rules, primary key doesn't allow the null values on the eCode column. So I'll select the statement and click on execute button. Yeah, we got the error. Cannot insert null value into the column eCode because eCode is a primary key column, so null value is not allowed on eCode column. So these are the three features of primary key. We cannot insert duplicate value on eCode. We cannot insert null value, and anyhow primary key can be linked to one column on a table. We cannot apply primary key to more than one column, so one column can be primary key. So this is how we can apply the primary key on a particular column.